never saw her move any faster, never saw her move any slower. It was just one speed. It was pretty steady. She was not, and again, she wasn't any person who was just going to mow down a line of customers and get it down to zero. She wasn't that type of person. I was the type of person who, if I saw there were 4 lines at the shop, let's say there's 15 people in each line, so 60 total people in line, 15 at each window, and I'm working window number 2. I wanted to be the person who was moving my line so fast that people got out of the other lines and came and got in my line because they saw how fast mine was moving. I wanted to be that person. I looked at it as competition. This is one of the reasons why business people like to hire athletes, because we like to turn everything into a competition. So I would turn it into a competition, try to beat them at that. And our manager, she would tell me, like, Dre, you're killing them right now. Keep whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Keep the line moving, because she could read the register receipt. So she saw my register was turning over the most money. And I'm saying that not to impress you about how good I was at selling water ice, but to tell you that that coworker I had who moved at the same pace all the time, she managed to keep her job while I saw a whole bunch of other people who could move faster than her, had the potential to move faster than her, and oftentimes didn't move faster than her. They came and went. They didn't keep their jobs the way she kept her job. So, and I'm bringing that up to say the thing about her was that she was very consistent. I knew exactly how fast she was going to move. I knew exactly what her energy was like. Her energy was always the same. Her temperament was always the same. Her movement was always the same. Her results were probably, I didn't read the register receipts, they were probably always exactly the same. She was extremely consistent. And she kept her job for as long as I worked there. And I saw a lot of other people come and go who had more potential and maybe even more speed or skill. I guess the main skill there was speed. More than her. She kept her job, they didn't. Point being, folks, in the human world, we could be talking business or anything else, people really value consistency. People value something that they know what they're going to get. People value reliability and dependability more than they value talent. People value reliability and dependability more than they value talent. You might not think so, because the talented people who are very talented, tend to get a lot of attention. They get an outsized amount of attention because of their talent, much more than the reliable and dependable person does. But if you were to really pay attention, you will notice that the reliable and dependable person is always kept around, even though the talented person gets all the attention. The reliable and dependable person is still there over in the shadows, getting no attention, but they're still around because people value that stuff. So you should think about what that means for you and how you deliver at whatever it is that you do. People know not only what they can get from you, but when they can get it, they will come to rely on you, even if you are not necessarily the most talented or skilled choice available to them. I got to repeat that sentence. When people know what they can get from you, not only what they can get from you, but when they're going to get it, they will come to rely on you, even if you are not necessarily the most talented or skilled choice available to them. People prefer consistency over damn near anything because human beings are hardwired for routine and habits. This is the reason why someone can be in a situation in your life. Actually, everybody listening to this has at least one of these in your life where things are not as perfect as they could be, but they are consistent, dependable, and reliable. And you have convinced yourself, you know what, I'm better off just keeping this situation as it is, even though it's less than ideal, because I know exactly what I'm going to get, rather than shaking the boat, rocking the boat, and trying to get something different that might be better. And sometimes this is okay, sometimes it's not. We have to take that on a case-by-case basis. I'm not going to give you a blanket way to look at that. Sometimes it is okay. All right, this is not ideal, but you know what? I'm good with this because it's consistent. And there are other times in life when it's not ideal and you need to shake it up because you're not good with it. But human beings, we are creatures of habit. That one is a fact. And we tend to stick with things that we know what we're going to get, even when they're not exactly what we want. So you, knowing this, you can become a habit or a routine for another person because they know what they're going to get from you. Get it? This is valuable to people.